Hello everyone, Michael Schofield here. Would you rather, I don't know, what would I rather be? Attractive, get punched in the face, be ugly? I don't know, what the hell am I supposed to, how am I supposed to know any of these things? I really don't know. Punch in the face every morning or be ugly? I don't know, you tell me. It depends how hard you're getting punched in the face, really. You're getting slapped in the face, or are you really going to get fucking wailed in the face? Is it Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, or Anthony Joshua? How fucking hard are we talking here? How ugly are we talking? I'll take attractive and get punched in the face every morning. Alright, see, people, we want to be attracted ultimately, don't we? We don't really care. We don't want to be ugly. I get that. It depends on my angle as to what I sort of, if I'm feeling or looking attractive or feeling pretty fucking atrocious. Would you rather be a famous rapper? You got to rap things, you get things, and then you put them in a rapper, and your picture taken, and then you're fucking famous. Or be a notorious mobster. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. How the fuck? What does he sit like? I don't even know how he sits. A rapper or a mobster? And I'm not sure. I'm not fucking sure. I don't know. A rapper. I could go around wearing my chains, wearing but then mobsters, they sort of wear jewelry anyway as well, don't they? I'm not fucking sure. Be a famous rapper or a notorious mobster, notorious, infamous mobster. You go around, people don't really know you in the public eye, but boy do they know you out in the fucking land of godfathery. Do they actually even have godfathers now? Do they even call them godfathers? I'm not sure if they call them godfathers. Why would they call them godfathers? I don't know. Why you would choose to be a notorious mobster just because you can go around and then say, well look, I'm gonna kill you if you don't do this. Well, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. I can't deny it. But then if you're a rapper, you could do that sort of thing. If you're in the Tupac world, you could sort of go around and threaten all the people that you're going to kill them. Pretty similar, really. Famous rapper. I mean, I'm much more into rock music, punk rock, whatever. But rapper, you'd still get all kinds of women, you got all kinds of money, you get all kinds of cars, and what do they get? Bling tires. I don't see the fucking point of that, but there you go. Rapper. Yeah. Why do you want to be a mobster, really? Do you want to actually, you sort of fall into that line of business, don't you? You're sort of born into it. Why would you want to go into that when you could just earn your way into being a rapper, which means you sleep with certain people. Who cares? You got to do what you got to do. There's a touch screen on all your devices. Beep, 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 beep. Mouse and keyboard on all your devices. See, I am more of a keyboard and mouse guy, I have to say. I'm not a particularly 2010 kind of person where you just I'm sure they'll be saying touchscreen on everything now, but I'm not particularly that way inclined. I can do it. I've got my phone here. I fucking touch it to death. I'm touching it. I'm touching and feeling. I grope my phone like there's no tomorrow. But apart from that, I'm not particularly sure if I'm very good at touching things. Now I have soft hands apparently. I'm mostly gonna do touch screen because kids will be playing this. Everything's about touching things now. You gotta be groping every fucking technological thing they have now. But for me, mouse and keyboard, I'd rather do it. See, yeah, 68, I knew it. You technology touchers. Be Jewish, good Jew impersonation, or be Buddhist. I don't want to be either. I don't want to have some stupid fucking religion or belief in nature. That'll offend some people. Buddhist. Let's love nature instead. Let's go for nature. Yeah. People like the idea of loving nature. Doesn't seem quite stupid. It's all stupid. It's a Nyan. I really don't know what that Nyan cat is. Someone educate me. Have the ability to make any rage face of your choice. What does that mean? I make rage faces of my choice all the time. It sort of happens. They help him. My face just contorts automatically. Here's my resting bitch face. See, I look fucking awful. My fucking face just automatically goes into resting bitch face. I can't really help it. It's just the way it is. I'll be a cat. Because I already have the face. It's stupid. I already have the face. You already have the face. You can make the facial choices. You have the choices to do whatever you want with that. So what the fuck? That's not fucking any sort of power or anything you need to choose. Would you rather choose? What's the point? Stupid. Without your cell phone or live without your iPod. I haven't got an iPod. So I'll live without that. See, it's quite easy really when you haven't got one. See, I bet most people now haven't actually got an iPod. That's why they're clicking that one. See, come on, you got to update your questions. You got to be down with the kids, man. Would you rather wear high heels or wear a dress? Oh boy. I don't want to be wearing either. Why are you making me wear either? I don't want to wear either. No. Where's the option for the men in the room here? The manly man. I don't want to fucking be wearing either. But the game is would you rather, Michael. Stop being fucking pedantic. Stop being a fucking habit. You have to have everything your way. Pick would you rather. That's the fucking game. Good boy. Here we go. So if I had to, I don't like the idea of wearing high heels just fucking up your fucking feet and your legs and your blah. Wearing a dress also wouldn't look particularly flattering on a male, but hey, who am I to judge? You could sort of cover the high heels up. I'm not particularly tall, so when I'm starting to think about this, wearing high heels would actually be decent in that respect. If people didn't actually see it, but the trouble with high heels is that people can often see your high heels. It's hard to cover them up, although wasn't one of the original points of the high heels to make men seem taller or give yourself a little bit of lift? It's not saying how high these heels have to be. If they're just an inch, I can take another inch. Where's your mind going? Heels? No, fine. Well, plenty of women must be fucking wearing their dresses, I don't know. Controllable ear hair. What does that mean? It just grows exponentially, or it controls you? You can't actually control the hair. It acts of its own accord. I have uncontrollable nose hair. Oh, now here we go. Ear. You sort of stand that way on with most people. You don't really see their ears. You don't see inside their ears too much unless you're pretty close. Nose, however, you would fucking see that. I'm going here, man. Yeah, there we go. Would you rather have no family or have no friends? Have neither, how about that? Pretty decent existence. I'd rather have no friends. You gotta have some family. Really? Wow, people must really be loving their friends. Or all their families dying off. Rather had to end every sentence with a racial epithet, or have to drop 2 F-bombs in every fucking sentence. Self-explanatory. Would you rather prevent World War II? We've already had World War II. What the fuck? Win a life-changing amount of money in a lottery. Oh, fucking take the lottery. Sorry, my brothers. See, everybody's the same. We don't give a shit. We'll just improve our own lives. We're all wonderful and curing humanity. Nah, give me the money. Low-budget film with your best friends and have the time of your life. Produce a Hollywood blockbuster with people you detest and make a ton of money. Who cares? It's work, isn't it? Have the time of your life building this lovely little indie project where you feel creatively fulfilled. Oh, fuck that. Go to Hollywood, make a ton of money. Then once you've made the money, then you can go back and make all your little shitty indie little fucking films, low budget films, and then seem all artistic and creative. Never understand the concept of time. Never understand the concept of sex. Never understand the concept. How can you never understand the concept of sex? So when you're young, you just sort of fall into it, right? I just fall into sex. You start jerking off at someone of godly age. I think I was about 8 years old. You never actually told. I was never given any conversation. Never saw anything of how to do this, how to do that. You just sort of do it. So what do you mean understand? You actually somebody's told you, or your brain never develops the ability to get the basic aspects, instincts of sex. Concept of time. How many of us really understands the concept of time, really? Einstein tried his best. Doctor Who tries to tell us. There's plot holes everywhere. Seeing as we don't really know it, and seeing as how most people will think, and most people want sex, they don't really get much pleasure from time, it's going to be time. 29%. Wow. Geeks. Made up a 7-year-old or a 77-year-old. Wow. Now there's a question that everyone would be going, oh my god, I couldn't do either. Context here. Have you been a dick to me? I'll beat you up. You're fucking 2 years old, 100 years old, I don't give a shit. Not that I would be able to beat you up because I'm a fucking little weakling, but I could try. I wouldn't want to beat a 7-year-old. That would scar them for life, whereas a 77-year-old, it would be awful. They don't deserve it. I'm sure they lived a lovely life, but I wouldn't want to be beating a 77-year-old up. But if I had to choose, people beating kids up, well, they think they could take a good beating and come back for more later. Well, yeah, exactly. They come back for more later and then they beat the shit out of you. Think it through, guys. Eat what you find in a dump. Ooh. Or some takeaways around here. Eat sea life from the bottom of the sea. How do we know that would actually be bad? That might be good. That might be like a delicacy. We're probably eating that in Japan right now. I don't want to eat what's in a dump. I'd be eating fucking syringes and condoms and literally shit. Yeah. See, that could be anything. That could be whatever you want it to be. Wolverine. Iron Man. Iron Man. I just watched the first Iron Man very recently. Jesus Christ, how the hell are you supposed to be inventing all that kind of shit yourself? And the first time in a cave. Those terrorists were fucking awful. Why wouldn't you be just supervising? Or any kind of person that you've kidnapped, surely you would just be in the same sort of room and you'd say, oh, it's a film, Michael, just fucking suspend disbelief. Alright, but you know, try to make some sort of sense. Maybe he had to, you know, he had to work alone but he was winning with another guy and that guy happened to be on his side, which seemed sort of fucking convenient for the plot and someone to help change his mind. Why am I talking about Iron Man so much? Who gives a shit? Wolverine, of course. No. Iron Man, you could do more as Iron Man, I would say. Yeah. Wolverine's cooler, I would say. But Iron Man, you could do more. Get electrocuted for 10 seconds. That's about 10 seconds. I did that. Get slapped 20 times. Whew, they're both fine. I don't give a shit. I think I'll go slap. Electrocuted, just that could leave some sort of permanent damage or some shit going on there. I don't really want that to happen. I get slapped 20 times. You could sort of try to pretend it's some sort of BDSM game or something. It's not saying who's slapping you. If there's some attractive woman, fucking turn the other cheek, literally. Get an atomic wedgie, or get a swirly. I don't know what the fuck a swirly is. Is that a curly whirly? What the hell is a swirly? I'm gonna have to Google that later. I could Google it now, but hey, that would just be interrupting my time with you and me, viewers. There's nobody viewing this. It's just me talking to me in a very strange, rather energetic for this fucking time of the morning way. Swirly, I don't know what a swirly is, so I'll go for a swirly. It sounds nice, but hey, people, obviously it can't be nice if it's, you know, more people would rather have an atomic wedgie to it, which means it's fucking awful. Would you rather lick the floor at a club? Lick the toilet seat, floor at a club. Yeah, you never know. People could be dropping, bits of drink. Oh, so you could be looking at bits of booze. Yeah, you think of these things through. See, yeah. What's so awful about the floor at a club? Alright, some people might be puking, people are standing all over it, the feet, but I think it's better than a fucking toilet seat. You know what goes on there. Rotten raw steak, eat humans, cooked liver, oh my woo-wee-woo-ah. I'd like to ask Hannibal for this. Oh, I mean, a raw steak, you could die from that, couldn't you? You get some fucking salmonella or some kind of weird shit like that. The human's cooked liver is cooked at least. You could just pretend it's just some nice little thing that you get from some other liver from some other decent animal. Depends on the human as well. What if it's just your worst enemy? You just fucking, if you put yourself in that sort of mindset, if you're pretty hungry, mindset that it's an enemy, it's cooked, might be healthier. I don't know. Humans have lots of protein, right? So it could actually be healthier. I've talked myself into it. I'm going to be eating people. We're up to WNBA doubleheader. We're here. Listen to an entire Nickelback CD in one sitting. Why do people hate on Nickelback so much? I don't get it. I think Nickelback are okay. They're not particularly great, but they have some catchy songs. Alright, they're a little bit cringy here or there, but geez, they're not that bad. They're not bad. People are closet Nickelback fans, really. I know what you're like. You're all saying, oh, I hate them, man. I'll just put them on. I'll just put the CD on. Fat or really hairy. Sort of got the hairy one covered. So I don't want to be fat. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking skinny thing, but I quite like moving around and being like jelly. It'll be helpful when I'm older. If I need to, I can just pack on some pounds. But it's hard to get really thin when you're quite big already. But I wouldn't really know because I'm not particularly big, but it doesn't look the nicest thing to do. Be really hairy. I don't want to be really hairy either, though. If I can see Robbie Williams, doesn't look like fun. But I'd rather that than be fat. Had fun, didn't you? Almost as much fun as I did. You know what? I'm fucking starting to get on with this YouTube gaming thing. I think you might see an even more energetic version of Michael Schofield in future videos. Jacksepticeye, Dashy, Markiplier, PewDiePie. Might not have seen anything quite like this yet with the energy I might be about to bring. Subscribe.